carrying a little bit less speed, but pleasing the locals, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's been a terrific return to Australia. I think that's in no doubt. We've seen no end of drama so far, and well, the locals really have taken this event to their hearts already, and I think well, certainly most of the WRC field are certainly going to take a few memories. Not all of them good, but it's been quite an event.
It's been a brilliant event. And new rallies always seem to kick up a little bit of stir up some drama and some action. Also, what we get from new rallies is obviously new pace notes need to be made and things like that. So it's a tough one for them. Nathan Quinn, be pleased just to get to the end of this. Yeah. Apparently, I did hear last week he was pleading on his Facebook page for a rear spoiler. That was to start the rally. He needs another one now. Yeah, we had a couple of the locals having good runs in the PWRC. Brendan Reeves as well has also been quick. He unfortunately has broken down this morning, but I think Nathan's actually replaced him in 7th place. Both of them setting 7.4 seconds. That's to be expected. Remember, this is a Group N car, not the WRC car that Ken Block was driving. This guy in the Koff Super Special on Friday night, he had no windscreen, no 2 side windows, he had sunglasses on in the dark and was still quickest around the Super Special. He's running really wide. Look how loose it is. You can see Ken's line as well. Well, this is going to be very interesting seeing how, remember, it's flat out into the Ken Block and co-driver Alex Delcimino watching on. That's it. Obviously, Ken will be sat there at least for this car. That's nothing against Nathan Quinn. That is the performance of his car. So look at the speed he's carrying down there, though. 32-1, 2:32.1. Well done, Nathan. I think he should secure 7th place in the PWRC. Big smile from Ken. I think Nathan was just pleased to get to the end of his home rally. Yeah. Go over that finished podium tonight in Koff's. A very proud man. Showed impressive pace, though. He could be one to watch if he can get together a full run in the PWRC. Back on the start line, Peter van Merkstein Jr., the Dutchman in the Citroën DS3. Peter van Merkstein, he's had a great day yesterday. He was such a disappointment Friday. He was on Friday up into 8th place. Then had a double puncture after Super Rally. So van Merkstein off and away. Citroën DS3. And as you can see him hard on the brakes as he comes through the first right-hander. Now onto the straight. View Kingston Curtis goes a bit narrower down here. Yeah, he's had a tough time of it this year, but the Dutchman did finally get into point-scoring finish form in Germany. Obviously, the closest he'll get to a home rally, but that's all time, of course. Still learning the trade a bit when he comes to gravel rallies, and he's experienced plenty of water splashes as well. I think he was really pleased with his performance yesterday. That's what he was saying, was just how much better he'd gone yesterday. So, again, he's just a lot of understeer in that corner. Didn't get it quite turned in 100% correctly for his liking. Yeah. So Van Merkstein heading towards the water splash. A lot neater than from Ken. It's only getting deeper and deeper as well, and that exit is only getting more and more slippery. The later runners, who of course include our rally leaders and Citroën drivers desperate for points, are going to have to be careful. Ken Block's already proven what can go wrong if you get your line a bit wrong. And as we said, there's plenty of big rocks in that water splash as well. Terrific view from above the Australian bush here. On its way down towards the corner, which caught Henning out, and then the straight, that really long straight. Helicopter eye in the sky, following him along. Oh, that was a funny line. He seemed to just not quite get round the corner. 6.6 slower than Ken Block. Here he is on the long straight. Yeah, absolutely flat out. Just the kid to come. The caught out Henning. There it is, safely negotiated that time. Interesting to see how cautiously Henning takes it when we see him a bit later on. He really was quite spectacular, actually setting a very, very fast time before he rolled it. I've been told Henning has a broken right rear damper, but he ain't going to slow himself down. He's going to push as hard as he can. I think Ken might well still be standing there after this run. An impressive performance. He probably lost, to be fair, as well, 1.5 seconds in that last corner. Yeah. So here comes Van Merkstein. First of our Citroën DS3s. 2:29.6. Ken Block's time safe for now, 8.2 down on the American. I'm unsure whether Van Merkstein maybe had a problem there. He shouldn't have lost really that much time. I don't think maybe everything was 100%. He should have potentially been just a little bit quicker than that. Or he was just wanting to get through. He's got manufacturer's points for his own team there, you see, today. So but, Ken stands happily. I got a feeling also that Ken will still be standing there after the next car. The next car is the next Group N car into the stage.
But this is a man who could be about to make history. Hayden Paddon, he's leading the PWRC class. He's won the last 3, one more win, and he will win this year's PWRC title, becoming the first ever New Zealander, or anyone from Australia for that matter, to win any world championship in rallying.
For Paddon, it's been an amazing year. This is his 4th start in Group N, and if he just gets through here with no dramas, it'll be his 4th win. Now, this man had a monumental moment in the previous stage. Really struggled in the previous stage with this moment, and he was just really worried at the end of it. But the car's okay. Paddon is about to make history.
Yep, and survived that turbo pipe problem yesterday as well.
That was it. He lost so much time. He lost the lead. He dropped a couple of minutes, really, claimed it all back, and just pushed like his life depended on it.
Yeah, I think he'll love the fact that he's beating all the locals as well in this rally, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Group N Subaru, sounding a lot deeper, distinctive growl of the car. Yeah, co-driver John Kennard, he's obviously on course to beat his personal best in the overall standings as well. He's actually running 6th overall. Only had 16 WRC starts. He really is a star of the future, this young man. Good backing as well, driving under the New Zealand World Rally Team banner.
But Paddon, this is it's a family outfit. This is actually his own car. So this is not the one he uses in Europe. It's actually his own car, right-hand drive car, and a real family team, particularly this weekend in the Southern Hemisphere. And Paddon, he's great. 10.8 down, but that's not a problem, not a concern at all for Hayden Paddon. But I tell you what, I saw a Kiwi flag at the stop line with those fans. I know he's got a lot of fans. I think he's got a Group in 1 coach of 40 or 50 fans who've come over. Yeah,
it's really suited him switching from a Mitsubishi to a Subaru this year, and somewhat apt as well that the late great Possum Bourne, probably the greatest New Zealand rally driver we've ever seen, always drove a Subaru. So apt, I think, that Hayden Paddon's about to achieve what Possum never was quite able to in this World Championship success. Just one more corner, he's through that. 750 metres blast to the finish. You can enjoy this, Hayden, and co-driver John Kennard, of course. You're about to make history with 2 rounds to spare. This will be the Production World Rally Championship, sealed, and sealed with a flourish. Nobody before has ever won 4 PWRC rallies in a row, and that is exactly what Hayden Paddon's done.
World champion. I tell you what, no one can ever take that away from you. To win a World Championship in the Production Championship, it's absolutely brilliant for Hayden Paddon and New Zealand and the whole team, everybody who's behind him. But Ken Block still stands there as the leader of the power stage. He has 3 points at the moment. The current standings as we start with Henning.
Yeah, Ken Block, he's 221.4. That's the time to beat Van Merkstein, 8.2 down. Then the 2 PWRC runners back in the stage. Henning Solberg has just started. Let's see if that damage that you mentioned is going to cause him any problems.
I'd buckle in for a wild ride here. He's already stated that he's going to still push. And this morning he was 0.9 up on lobe at the split. He then did proceed to roll it after that, but let's see if he can get through here. Look, you can see the car, it's all a bit bent and all a bit battered, but it's a right rear shocker. Oh, my word, he's absolutely on it.
He does seem desperate to get into the top 3 of the power stage at some point this season. Going to be a very tough ask with the view from the bumper cam there. You get a sense just how rough and rutted this road is getting. It's been really smooth so far this year, but not the case in our power stage. Real tough challenge to finish the rally. Can Henning stay on the road this time?
Here he goes through the Equal One. He's through that.
Oof. Oh, he's all over the place. I'll tell you what, Will Ilker didn't look too impressed after their roll earlier. And
I'll tell you what, I think he's just broken the other side rear shocker now with that. My word, he's absolutely pushing. But, you know, for Henning, yesterday he was in 4th. It was a comfortable 4th. He was just basically making sure he got through. For him and his sponsors, the team, everything. And then for it to stop, the car just stopped yesterday. He wants as much publicity. That result he could have had yesterday would have secured him. That's the corner where he's got a punch. He's knocked the tyre off the rim.
Yeah.
Knocked the tyre off the rim. He's knocked that one off the rim as well.
Well,
he's got 2 tyres off the rim.
Henning Solberg, he's nothing less if not entertaining. 1.8 seconds down. Not
Look at that,
1.8 seconds
and the
down.
bumper's missing. Both rear tyres are off the rim. They're not down, and that's caused by him hitting the bank. It's not a tyre issue, not a tyre failure, you know what I mean? It's because when he hit both of those banks, both tyres are off the rim. You really saw it in that corner where he went off this morning. As he was leaning on the tyre, you could see the tyre pulling away from the rim.
I'll tell you what, that's not a bad time considering he's got two semi-deflated wheels at the back of the car.
They're not punctures yet, they're just, as you say, semi-deflated. Yeah. To just make sure he gets to the end of this without knocking them off the rims.
Here we go, into the last left-hander then. Henning Solberg, foot to the floor. 221.4 was the time to beat by Ken Block. Can he do it with two flat tyres? I don't think he's quite got it in him, but this has been quite a spectacular effort on this final day from Henning Solberg. No, he's not going to get close to Ken's time, but well done, Henning. I think Ilka Minor will breathe a sigh of relief at getting through that stage.
I'll tell you what, showman of the weekend, Henning Solberg.
Yeah, well done, Henning. Ken Block, sorry you got to stay out there in the heat, getting rather warm. We've got to take another look at some of those moments from Henning. Talk us through this.
Well, this is the war splash we talked about being rough, and he's just took so much speed. Ken went away. He's hit this bank there. Whack, whack. I bet Ilka thought they were going over again. I bet they really did think they were going over again.
Well, let's just take a breath for a second, because back on the start line, Sébastien Ogier. What on earth's been going on at Citroën today? I mean, he was on course to get 4 championship points. He obviously had the chance on day one to get level with his teammate. He blew that one, but he could have got another few points on his teammate, but Citroën said no. You've blown your chance. They want to put all their eggs in one basket. Mikko Hirvonen's going to take a big chunk out of Loeb's championship lead this weekend, and it seems like Ogier, well,
he's the scapegoat, really. He's been the scapegoat as Ogier, but he had his chance. And I actually commented to a couple of journalists on Friday, this was Ogier's biggest chance of his career so far. Fortunately for him, it went wrong. He went off the road, and I think Citroën thought, well, hang about, we've got the challenge from Ford. Seb 2, Ogier, you had your chance, you missed it. You've got to help your teammate here.
Yeah, obviously with Mikko out front, it's 25 points. Loeb is only on course to get 1.
And whatever he dare take him here.
Exactly, it's a huge chunk out of his lead, so I guess Citroën, they're just playing it safe, aren't they? They want to make sure one of their drivers has the best chance possible to win the championship. They don't necessarily care which one it is. As you say, Ogier had his chance on Friday to catch up. They were horrendous conditions, of course. It can't really take too much away from that. He was pushing, he wanted to stay in front.
I'm going to be unsure on Ogier's split here, because obviously he can't push flat out, because if he beats Loeb in here, he takes points off Loeb again. Exactly. So I'm not sure how quick Ogier is actually going to push.
Yeah, and how do you weight it? You want to get it. Well, he is quicker so far than Ken Block. Difficult for him to wait with him running ahead of Loeb, of course. He can push as much as he wants, but he's still got to, I guess, stay behind Loeb, so as you say, doesn't take points off him during the power stage.
Defeating what he did before, exactly. If he does that. So it'll be interesting to see how he kind of like manages this. But it's been a tough weekend for Citroën, and I tell you what, we don't say that very often.
That's true. Ogier is a 3-time winner in the power stages. He's tied with Hirvonen with the best record.
So much meter in there.
Very different to what we saw a lot of the 2 guys take this morning. It's all about carrying speed into the straight. Looks very relaxed, doesn't he?
He's backed off.
Oh, yeah.
He's backed off.
Yeah, he has.
He's making sure that he does not beat Loeb. He's backed off. Yeah.
Well, yeah, definitely. You're right. You're right.
You could sooner. He went for something on the dashboard. I think he's even when you saw him look down and his hand came off the steering wheel. I think he's basically turned into road mode. He's backed off so that he can't beat Loeb on stage time, so he can't take any points off Loeb in the power stage.
What a disappointing finish for Sébastien Ogier 2 days ago.
Team player though.
Yeah, well, this week, this rally.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, it worked in his favour in Germany. Yeah. It's worked against him here. Yeah. He's had to bow to his senior teammate, who is next in the stage. Let's see what Loeb can do. Yeah, 2 days ago, Sébastien Ogier had a chance to get back on terms with this man, but now it seems like Loeb is going to be the man that Citroën want to win the championship. Blocks the man to beat 221.4 Ogier. 0.7 down. Let's see what Sébastien Loeb can do. He's already on course to get 1 championship point thanks to the self-sacrifice of his teammate, and he will be desperate to get as many as he can out of this power stage. But interestingly, he's obviously running earlier. Will we see any more road sweeping on this second run through? Well, for Loeb, he's going to clean up for other people, but how much this guy is going to show us all his skill, his determination that he has got now. He's got a chance of coming away from here with 4 points, but he's going to absolutely have to push this to the absolute limit. There is going to be no more coming out of him, Daniel Elena, or that Citroen DS3 in this next 4.5 Ks.
Yes, this is going to be an absolutely flat-out attack from Sebastian Loeb. We don't see accidents. Same line over the limit, blocked in. He got away with that. Yeah, we don't see accidents from Loeb very often.